what's going on? It's Glenn.
Steven.
It's the Fade, episode 3. As you can clearly see, I'm getting my hair did.
Damn right.
Damn right, that's right. What are you gonna give me today?
A little drop fade on you, know what I'm saying? Hit you with the side part and all that.
You know we've been trying to grow my my mullet rat tail out.
It's coming in good.
It's coming in real good.
Are you really?
I don't know. I just said that, but if I think about it, I really could pull that up. Hey, Dave, do me a favor. Tell the story about the one guy with the mullet that had the switchblade comb that you saw.
Oh, the coolest dude.
Yeah,
switchblade comb?
Turn the clippers off and tell the story because it deserves the full attention. Yeah.
And this dude, he was in the aisle with the country rock albums. And I looked at him, I said, damn, this dude got a nice ass mullet. But as I looked at him, he looked at me, made eye contact, pulled this shit out, was like, swept it up.
And he was for real.
Combed that shit back. Shot me the dukes. I said, wow.
I've never heard.
Really
How much pussy do you think he gets from that?
A lot, man.
He's got
I got
this,
but I've seen a stronger mullet, dude. This dude at the damn gas station, man. I got a video. I got to show you.
Like a Billy Ray Cyrus?
Dude, Billy ain't got
like
shit on
achy,
my
breaky
man.
heart?
Bro, his mullet was tough.
Like a Joe Dirt
that
tough?
shit. Man, Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Bro, best mullet ever. His shit had like a nice little eagle swoop in the front. And
like
shit.
Art Ward? Is
Yeah.
that the name of the band? Art Ward?
That shit was nice.
You guys ever heard of that band?
No.
You ever heard of that band?
What is it?
Like Art Ward?
I don't think so, no.
Art Ward or something
What is
like
that?
that? Art Ward.
They got mullets.
Dude has a silly, crazy 2085 mullet. Like, he's in the future with this shit. Like, I swear to God. Like, if the Miramax dude, like, had a mullet, it would be this dude. Like, dead ass. It was dope, man. It was pretty tight.
I like a mullet, man.
Let me find out. There's a
I've
mullet
never
thing
had
out there.
one, but
You should edit in like a screenshot of that.
I've never heard so many people compliment mullets like that.
Have
like,
you ever been to
Yeah.
Tennessee?
No.
I'm sure there's some there.
yeah.
Like West Virginia, I feel like that'd be a hotbed for that.
Hey, a nice spot.
I feel like
for
San
mullets.
Francisco and Seattle's got to be like the mullet capital now with as many hipsters as
Yeah,
there is.
Seattle for sure.
Who do you think has the most mustaches per city right now?
San Francisco.
You think so?
Yeah, sure.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
Texas, or somewhere in Dallas,
Yeah,
Texas.
maybe
or something?
Texas, I didn't think about because I was thinking strictly
Texas.
hipsters, but now that changes everything when you bring the old El Rancheritos in.
What about Portland?
That's like a hippie type
I've
of
never
hipster.
been to
That whole
Portland.
state.
No, they do like beards there.
Really?
Full beard. Yeah.
So I'd fit
Yeah,
in.
the lumberjacking up there.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
Fit in.
With
Hey,
the late
do you want to
70s
hear?
cars.
Do you want to hear one of my
Get the
favorite
fuck outta
pickup
here
lines?
with you and your mustache.
You want to hear one of my favorite pickup lines?
What's that?
Hey girl, your dad must have been a lumberjack
Why?
because you're totally giving me wood right now.
Oh, word.
See, that's
It works
that-
80% of the time, every time.
Hey, that's the one.
Yep. Oh, hit it.
Oh, we got.
We can edit that out.
Hey, there it is.
Bring it in. That's for you. Good. Matter of fact, that's it right there. We go.
For every joke.
Instead of a hi-hat.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
He
Thank
said
you.
we was looking for something.
It's like slam poetry night.
I'm channeling some energy.
Should we start over, or is that a solid
Oh,
start?
no, man, shit, you know.
Let's start over. This is
Yeah,
real. This is the show.
yeah, no weak shit. I'm putting that in.
No weak shit.
Yeah, we got the editor right here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there and be like, yeah, I believe that shit in. This
Make
shit
that a
is-
teaser.
Hey, oh, by the way, this is the editor right here, Mr. Edgar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm
Shout
the
out
behind
to
the
him.
scenes guy. I
Hey,
just,
our guest right here. What's your name, sir?
Chad.
What's up,
That
Chad?
is Chad Mueller. That is one of my best friends since what? At least first grade, second grade.
Sure.
Grade school for sure. So, Chad, you own Maryville Boxing Club, correct?
I do.
Why don't you tell us about it? Like, what do you guys have going on? What do you offer right now? Because I know you kind of switched your programs up a little bit, didn't
Yeah, man, pretty much it's a fitness gym that uses boxing to help people get in shape. Just because, like, most people hate working out.
Not me.
It sucks. You like...
you? Bro, you started 2 days ago.
you started this week.
I love it.
Hang on.
No, man,
yeah.
like-
It's my favorite shit.
A week later, he's going to be like, I can't stand
You
it.
got that beginner's luster.
yeah, you got
I
that
love
inner
working out.
energy.
While we're let me tell you guys a funny story. My 8-year-old daughter ran a 5K last Saturday. I haven't ran a mile in at least 5
Yeah.
years. Yeah, like, yeah.
Was it just like a?
No. So
was it a
she joined a program at school
the
called Girls on the Run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like this program that is affiliated with schools that want to be involved with it across the country, and it's like 3rd graders through 8th graders, and they practice like a track team, and a couple times a week they were practicing, and then they had in downtown St. Louis they had a 5K and ran it, and some parents ran it. Her mom ran it, who is a way tougher person than I am, because her and I have not ran ever, not even like to the door, for anything in the last couple of years. So I can't believe that she went out there and did it with him, but it was awesome. I mean,
She's great, man.
and I'm talking in like under an hour for an 8-year-old, like 3.1 miles, and she was done in like 40 minutes. I missed her crossing the finish line because I couldn't see through the whole group.
So I got a question. What is the length of a 5K?
3.1. I just said it, Edgar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God.
I'm gonna.
God,
zoom
That's
right
why
now.
you're behind the camera, Edgar.
He's easy to turn out.
I'm just
Yeah.
teasing.
But yeah,
You can
even
edit that
then,
out.
that's still.
You can
Hey,
edit that out.
so tell us more about the gym, though, man.
Yeah.
So
Have you been kicking ass since grade school, man? Like,
Man, I probably started fighting like when I was 12. What happened was
what's that like?
I was playing with some friends, and this dude like grabbed my shirt, so I pushed him, and he decided to jump me. Right? So
What?
after that
Push
day,
me?
yeah, man. After that day, I got up in there and started doing like pull-ups.
You gonna push me?
Yeah, for real. It was like the Rocky montage shit, like in the basement working out. Signed up for Taekwondo, and after that, man, that's been a wrap. And now I go to Thailand and fight. I go back again in March. I have another fight coming up here in January, so just staying active, trying to fight like every month right now.
How
so.
awesome is Thailand?
Man, don't go to Thailand. It'll ruin your life. I'm telling you.
Because
you
it's
come,
so
you
cool.
come back here, yeah, man. You come back here and you're like, man, life sucks here. 'Cause, like you go over there and like, I used to be like big into material things. Like I had a real expensive car, I had a huge house, lived in a really nice neighborhood, and loved it. And I went to Thailand and saw how happy these people were with nothing.
Yeah.
Like they have no AC. Some of them don't even have like 4 walls to their house.
Right.
But it's called the Land of Smiles.
Yeah.
And everyone there is just so happy and grateful. And it's hard not to be. Like, I stayed in an island called Koh Phangan, and it's a beautiful, it's paradise. The whole island every picture you take is a screensaver.
Right.
It's a postcard.
Right.
And, when you're there, like, I train, 4 or 5 hours a day.
Right.
I train 2 hours in the morning. Then I go to the beach, hang out, and there's beautiful women from, like, everywhere. People just come to visit. And go train again, and then go out and party, and you just do that every single day. And when you come back here to the States, you see how life can be, and you're here, and you're like, man, this sucks.
How did you even get over there in the first place?
It's called playing, Glenn.
Well, I know that. I know that, Chad.
I followed this guy on Instagram, and I was just
Shut up, Eastwood. With the bowl.
oh man, I followed this dude on Instagram. And I was kind of looking into going to Thailand, and I just sent him a message, and he was like, don't go where, because I was looking at going to Tiger Muay Thai. You guys ever heard of that? Like, it's big on social media. Like, Dan Bilzerian goes there and trains.
Okay.
I mean, it's huge. And I was like, should I go there or the gym you go to? He's like, man, that gym's like corporate, and he just like put me on the right path, go
That's
to
cool.
little bitty island, man, and it's just changed my life. It's unreal.
So you just reached out to that guy and just
just reached out
asked
to him.
advice?
Yeah, it's advice.
Dude,
I
that's
listened
what-
to a stranger on the internet.
That's
Like, yeah, it's
what
weird.
I love. No, that's what I love about social media. Whenever
Yeah.
it's used for how it's supposed to be used, like
Yeah.
when you run across somebody that appreciates your hustle and gives you, just like, can remember that they were at your spot and
Yep.
want to give back.
Yeah.
That's when I really enjoy it.
Exactly.
how many times have you been?
Right now, I'm on my 3rd time, so I'm going back again in March. Yeah.
So when are you gonna end up not coming back?
Man, like,
You're staying, aren't you?
it's crossed my mind, for real.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. We'll see. You just got to figure out how to way to make money, because, like, when you fight over there in Thailand, you don't get paid much.
Right.
Like, I get paid 6,000 baht, which is like $160 US.
Oh, okay.
But when you're over there, that goes a long way.
Right.
But, like, over there, there's fights every night. I mean, you can fight if you can, as much as you can. Like, some people fight 4 times a month and they're fine, and they live off that.
Yeah.
But it's just different. Like, it's not like boxing here in America where, like, no one will fight anyone unless the money's right there. It's like an honor thing. Like, I'll fight you anytime,
Yeah,
no matter
just
the weight, whatever. Let's go. So
Yeah, they don't have to make fake beef between each other.
exactly,
Just
man.
like
They just go out there and fight. Yeah.
warriors.
Warrior,
Yeah,
you're a
exactly.
warrior.
Yeah, it's just-
Respect. Let's get it in.
And
It's for the
it's
sport.
It's a very respectful thing. It's crazy. Yeah.
So why do you fight today?
when I'm older, I don't want to look back and be like, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. It's like I'm living a life that like I want to live right now. Like, cause before, like, there was a stupid song, it's a country song, and it talks about like, it's called "Living" by Dierks Bentley, and it's just like, I wasn't living my life every day, and that song inspired me to like go out and do something I want to do when I look back at my life when I'm older and be like, I'm proud of what I've done, what I've accomplished. And,
Tell your grandkids about
yeah,
it.
exactly. Like, I just want to do what I want to do, not what society thinks I should do.
Right.
Like we were talking before, like, I can't imagine having a desk job. I can't imagine doing that.
And, you know, shout
Like,
out to the
right?
people that can, but
Yeah, like,
I
I'm not built for that. And,
I'm like one of those people who's like, if you tell me to do something, I'm like, okay.
yeah.
I don't really do good with
Yeah, I'll get right on it, Gary.
Oh, dude, I could not be fake polite. Like, I can't do it. Like, if I don't mess with you, I'm not going to mess with you.
So,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
so you enjoy, because I know you boxed before, didn't you?
Yeah, boxed for 16, 17 years.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you did tournaments, competitions,
Yeah,
were you
yeah,
pro
all
or
over,
what?
yeah.
I never really knew all about that. I only
Yeah,
just
man,
seen, you knew what I seen.
Yeah, so it was just from age 16 until about 25, I was fighting pretty regular. Then once my business started to grow, I just focused more on that. And then took a couple years off fighting, then went back to Thailand and decided to, fight in the third world country.
That's awesome.
It's crazy, man.
No, man, it's not. I mean, you're doing what you love. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not to a lot of people. It can seem crazy because a lot of people.
Oh, no, it's crazy. No, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, man, it is if you're scared to like believe in yourself enough that you can make it happen. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like you've always been a pretty beat by your own drum kind of guy. Though,
Yeah,
you know what I
You
mean?
go
I've never.
somewhere where you don't know the people. If you know the language, you don't know it fluently.
Yeah.
And you just like, man, yo, I gotta do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out here and
Yep.
see how good
At least
it
get
goes.
the
Exactly.
experience.
You out there
So
like
you're either gonna like it or
Frank,
you're
Frank
not.
Dukes from Bloodsport, Van Dam.
Yeah.
Van Dam
Man,
show.
I had a adrenaline dump
Yeah.
where like you feel no pain, and then
Yeah,
you're like,
the next day.
oh shit, like yeah, that hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's such a crazy feeling because like when you think about Muay Thai, like you kick and you clash shins, right? Have you ever hit your shin?
Yeah.
How bad
it
it hurts?
Yeah.
Dude,
I stubbed my
first fight,
toe and almost cried.
I was so nervous my first fight. I was like, man, I'm gonna kick this dude. I'm gonna be like, nope, not doing it. I didn't feel a damn thing in there.
Really.
Oh my god, it was the most like high euphoric feeling in the world. So like when you're in that ring, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy.
pretty dope.
Crazy.
Is it easier than you would think to focus everything out? Like,
It's very easy. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you have to. You're gonna
Something
get
I'm
beat
working
up.
on is being more mindful
Yeah.
of my surroundings.
Yeah.
Because like I want to be more of a showman. So like my
Oh,
boy,
okay.
Paul the Reaper, he fights on Glory. He's awesome. He's
Shout out,
working on
Glory.
that. Yeah, what up, Glory? He's being a showman now and he's fighting. Like he'll lean back and if you miss a kick, and he'll be like, oh, what happened? You know, like
Yeah.
little things like that. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
It matters, man.
But I remember like. When's the last time you actually take stuff in? Like you're doing something cool, like you wanted to do, and you're just looking around like,
When you actually
Damn.
enjoy it.
what's up? Like that's what I did in Thailand. Like I dreamed of like coming out of a stadium, having the lights, having the music. I remember I was sitting at the Blues game, and getting that in your
feeling.
chest, that feeling in your chest. Like I need that. And I remember coming out backstage, walking out and just looking around and being like, okay, I did it. Like. I did something that I wanted to do, and I don't think enough people do that.
That's success, man.
I don't even say it's success. It's just going out and doing something that you want to do, and whether you're successful with it or not, putting yourself in a position where you might fail, but you're doing what you want to do on your terms. I don't think enough people live life like that.
I don't think enough people realize just how powerful visualization
Oh,
and dreaming
I
actually
talk about
is.
stuff like if I've already done it.
Yeah, and you have
Yeah.
to, and that's the thing. And with all of the stuff that I do with my life coaching
Mm-hmm.
and my motivational speaking is centered around that. Like, you have to believe.
Manifest it, man.
You have to
Manifestation.
believe in yourself that you're gonna get what you want. I mean, you have to stop playing an extra in your own movie.
I'm,
You know what I mean?
So I'm glad you brought that up. So I help a lot of people who lose weight, get in better shape, become a better athlete. And one of the best tips I got was from Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And he said, imagine, you're trying to lose weight, right? Imagine a film crew is following you around.
Right.
What kind of movie do you want to play?
Yeah.
Do you want your kids to see you being a fat, sitting around, oh, I'm not gonna work
Sad all
out,
the
like,
time,
just
yeah.
sad, like, oh, I want to lose weight, or you want your kids to see a movie where like you're out there living life, doing what you want, going after your dreams. And it could not be losing weight. It could be going after your goals with the podcast. It could be your goals going after whatever. What kind of movie do you want there to be?
Yeah.
And that's what inspired me. And I was like, man, my movie sucks right now. I'm just
Yeah.
eating McDonald's and Subway every day.
Well, and you have to find something. I mean, first of all, you have to feel motivated for yourself, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it really ups your game to another level when you find something.
that you're passionate about.
Well, yeah, but that you have like something that'll hold you accountable. Like for me, is my kids. And
Yeah,
my
yeah,
family,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's not just about me like talking or just
Yeah.
about me doing a show. It's because I'm doing everything I'm doing. I'm waking up at 3 a.m. every day and going through this routine that I
Yeah.
have, not for just me, but just so like.
Yeah. But you know what?
My family's cool, and I can send 2 brilliant kids to college,
Yeah.
and them not have to worry about anything,
Yeah.
and give them a fair chance
But-
to do what they want to do. You know what I mean?
But you know what? There's a lot of people with kids though that still can't get up and get motivated.
Oh, trust me, I know.
And that's the people that like I like to sit down and talk with and say, hey, what's going on? Why is
Get you
this?
in that
And then
spot first,
create
yeah.
like a plan. That's what a lot of people don't do. They don't create a plan. They say, I want to change, but then they keep doing the same shit every single day.
Yeah.
So like at what point do you say, I should probably make a game plan and then stick to it? Like when I manifest and when I decide I'm going to go for something, I obsess about it. There's a book called the 10X Rule. If you never read it,
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't read
Cardone,
it.
man.
Yeah, I wouldn't read it. I'd get the audio version, an audio book or an Audible or whatever it is. It changed my life. It really did. It's just crazy. But they talked about like different levels of commitment. So let's just take weight loss. It's just general. Most people are interested in losing weight. Like, oh yeah, I want to lose weight. I want to get in shape. Oh, I joined the gym. That's it. Then there's committed. I'm committed to be like, okay, like I'm maybe signed up for like a 5K or something like that. Then there's obsessed. People that are obsessed are people who are going to get results. No matter what it is. Like if you're wanting to do let's just say podcast because we're on it. If you're wanting to do a podcast, you're going to be researching, okay, how do I start a podcast? And then you start learning about it. Then you start getting into it and
Studying
figuring out,
and
studying
figuring it
and
out,
studying and figuring out how to lay it out, how to do
Absolutely.
this, how to promote it. Same thing with weight loss. You're going to start watching on YouTube. Like YouTube, there's so much free stuff on YouTube right now.
It's insane.
It's insane. You can learn anything.
But see, and that's that brings you back to earlier. Whenever I said people were spoiled, it's because you literally carry around a tiny computer in your pocket that has the same amount of power as the first computer that shot the rocket to the moon,
Yeah.
and you want to sit here and use it to complain all day long
Yeah.
about everything instead of like focusing.
Nothing good in
Well,
your
I mean, you're
life and
focusing
shit.
on
Yeah.
on problems instead of results, and I mean. Dude, Bob Proctor's a genius. I love everything that dude does, and he talks about the same thing with manifesting stuff. Is like he thinks the biggest problem, and I think he's right, is people always think it's the goal, but it's you're like here you are and here's that, and the problem is down here because most of the time you don't even start on a plan to get to here.
Exactly.
But you also don't even realize that you have to act as if you have to forget your life that you've lived up to this point altogether.
Yep.
You saying that you want to live a life like this is like sacrificing everything that you've ever done in your entire existence in life up to that point because you have to live better than that.
The day you stop reinventing yourself,
Yeah.
the day you start to fail, man. Like
You can either go
You always
forward
gotta
or
be reinventing
backwards. Yeah,
yourself.
you're not.
Yeah.
With that, dog, for
Yeah.
sure.
You always gotta be reinventing yourself. If not, you're just staying
You're
stagnant.
gonna-
That's what happened to me. That's
Yeah.
my business, man. I was making like a lot of money. I was doing great.
Mhm.
I stopped reinventing myself. I got lazy. I got complacent, and then not a lot of money. It sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you always gotta be reinventing and becoming a better version of you. And I mean, you can talk about motivation all day, but you gotta execute.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the thing. Like everyone wants to change, but don't want to do
Well,
that thing.
You were
They don't wanna
talking
create a
about
game
you were
plan.
talking about a plan, and I was doing some videos recently and talking about it. Like, I had to start with everything I wanted to get done in a year, but then for me, because I was homeless and I was a heroin addict, and I really hadn't learned life skills. Period. So I had to. Whenever you would say change, I would feel so overwhelmed. Because it was change what? Change everything. I didn't even know what change
Really?
meant until I had to sit back and realize and heard it put that change is like living greater than your current situation or your current condition. So I had to start going through everything in my life and doing like, okay, well I want to be here. Does this add up to it? Nope. Does this person who I say is my friend and really isn't just an acquaintance? Does that elevate me or no? Nope, it doesn't line up. And morally, what am I doing? Me lying, me cheating, me stealing? Does that get me up to here? Nope. I had to start, and then redoing everything.
Yep.
So and then when I got to my goals and was like doing, a whole year goal, then I had to start mapping my way backwards from that, like a 9 month. What do I need to do for 9 months, 6 months, 3 months?
The
and just,
best thing, like this goes for whatever you want. Like if you want to become an expert in social media, if you want to become a professional fighter, if you want to lose weight, if you want to become a professional barber, the one thing you got to do, you know what it is?
What's that?
You got to hire a coach.
Yeah.
You got to have a coach. You got to have a mentor.
A mentor, yeah.
Like, you're not stop waking up like it's an accident. You know, you're not gonna become an expert one day.
Mm-hmm.
Hire a coach. You know, I hired a business coach that started going to college. It was the best thing I ever did in my life.
Yeah.
You know, you're helping people like you. You were in the darkest of darks. You know, you can relate with people in that.
Yeah.
Like, imagine the people you can help if they would just submit themselves to you and like.
That's the hardest part for me, and that's
it's
honestly
frustrating.
that's why I'm putting so much content out is because at this point in my life, I mean, and me and you were close for a long time. Like we played softball together. I mean, we hung out at each other's houses and had wiffle ball tournaments. Like we hung out since we were kids. So, it's always kind of interesting for me to ask some of my closer friends like, how bad was that for you? Like having to watch that from the outside because I know what it was like. Because
remember me taking you to one of your like court.
Yeah, I remember
Thanks.
you gave me a ride when I needed to go to traffic court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was so sad for you, man.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't know what to say. You know, what do you say to someone that's struggling like that? Like, I can't relate. Like, what I'm gonna say that's gonna help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thug life.
Hey, I was already getting wasted when I was like 15.
That's what I'm saying though. So like I did, and I only did that because I wanted to fit in, and that's honestly kind of what started for it. It was like I constantly had this need to want everybody to like me. When everybody did like me for me just being me, and then somehow I like pressured myself out of it. It was like, it's the weirdest thing. It is the weirdest feeling.
I was in the hospital, man, and they had me on something in my IV, and at that moment I took the drugs, and I was like, damn, I understand how people get hooked on this. Me myself, I never liked how stuff made me feel. Like I feel like like the whole time, even with drinking. Like I don't even drink for real.
Oh yeah. Same.
You know that part, but I don't know, man. It's like some people, like I've seen it so many times with people like they hit something. It's like damn, with the addictive personality. It's like I love this. Me myself, man. I don't know. I always been like I tried, but I would say like I wasn't good at doing drugs. Like it never stuck.
I just never felt like I had to escape my reality. Like I've always tried to live a life where I don't feel like I need to take something to get me out of my mental state because I'm enjoying where I'm at right now. Yeah. I think if you try and live a life that like that, you won't try that path. Mm-hmm. But I think people get to the point where they're not happy with where they're at. And it might be because of you, it might be because of
it's the same thing with food.
But yeah,
everything
you find that comfort.
But with that particular drug, man, it's like, shit, once you in, you in. Like your body mentally, physically, it's just like hard to stop. But
your brain literally rewires itself and creates new pathways.
I mean, it does that with caffeine, does it with sugar. I mean, imagine that times probably a 20
billion.
Fucking heroin.
Yeah. Well, and for me too, and I honestly didn't even realize it until pretty recent, was that who I was on stage and was a persona. Mm-hmm. But I became, he ledgered my life. Like I full blown was in character 24/7. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Very rare moments where you caught me where I was like calm for a handful of years, and I know I had to be a handful.
Rick James.
You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
Rick James.
I mean, and I didn't. And that goes back to not having a mentor. You know what I mean? I wish I would have had somebody that could have worded it or show. I mean, there were. I had plenty of friends that were in a better position than me that were trying to warn me, but at that point I was just young and dumb. I was like, oh yeah, whatever.
It seems like it's easier when it's somebody you don't know that tell you some shit like they see through. Whatever it is. I had somebody do me like that, man. Because it's almost like you know.
Because if you think it's somebody you know, your ego will tell you they're hateful. So check it out. Thank you for watching again. This was episode 3. Thank you, Chad, for stopping by.
Maryville Boxing Gym
That's
there,
right.
man.
So go check him out. If you need a trainer, he's got you. If you want to learn how to throw kicks, he's got you. If you just want to learn how to eat right, he's got you. If you want to get your hair cut right, they got you.
Check us out. Empire, 7624 West Main.
That's right. What happens if they need some photography work, if they need some videography work?
Check me out at ESB Media, or check out my photography page, which is Edgar S. Bond Photography at Facebook. So.
And I got a business proposition for you too. We'll talk about this when we're done.
All right. And then, I'm Glenn. I'm a certified life coach. I keep saying it. If you're teetering and you feel like uncertain about it, I'm probably talking to you. If you feel like you might, oh man, I ought to hit him up and see. I'm talking to you. If you're laughing at me right now, that ain't for you. I'm not talking to you. Okay, so if you need help setting goals and following through with it, I got you. Just hit me up, okay? Thank you to the Philly Wagon STL, where they got the home of the Super Philly. It's so big, it wears a cape. Knucklehead Custom Arts LLC. What up, Dan? If you guys need any custom artwork, hit him up. Tell him that the Fade sent you. We'd really appreciate that. And then Beats by Wish. That's WYSH. BeatsByWish.com. Thank you, Wish, for the track. He's going to be a guest on the show in, I think, about a month or two. He's going to be in town for the show. So, thank you for joining us. Just so you guys know, we're going to have some cool little segments in the few episodes that follow. It's going to be called After the Cut, where we're actually going to go out. We're definitely going to come see you, but we're going to go out and check out a bunch of places around town that we like, because trying to coordinate schedules obviously kind of tough, you know what I mean, especially when you got kids or you're just an entrepreneur itself. It's a rough get the schedules linked up. So we came up with a couple of extra things that you can see. So the show's just going to get better. It's just going to get more fun. If you have any ideas, any comments, please let us know. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. And then, I don't know. That's it. I appreciate it. Thank you guys. And we will see you next week.
Fade, baby.
It's the Fade.
We out.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Glenn. Welcome to After the Cut. I am so excited for you guys to meet one of my best friends in the entire world, Mr. Ntegrity.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah. So it's let's see, you're an artist,
Yeah.
entrepreneur,
Yeah.
producer,
Yeah.
father,
Yes.
preacher.
Yes.
What don't you do?
I try to stay out of trouble.
Okay, well, then, you don't try. You do good at that.
You know.
So we're here at your studio, man.
Yeah.
Kind of walk us through a little bit, like, this is your shot to let everybody know what you got going on. I mean, I know you have a new album coming out, so let's start with that. Why don't you give us a little insight to maybe what the concept was for it, those type of things, because what I like about you is that you're really big on giving back to the next generation of kids in the community. And so I know this is going to air after your concert, but you have a concert coming up on the 15th.
I do, yes.
Where it's for the kids, and you're trying to give them a space to enjoy some, good music, and hear the gospel, So he's a Christian artist, and doing just a whole lot of stuff. So kind of let's walk through that, and let's start with the album.
Definitely. We'll start with the album. It's going to be releasing next year. It's called Live Full, Die Empty. And basically the synopsis of the album is to just encourage the listener, whenever you leave this earth, because that's one thing that's for certain, taxes and death. Whenever you leave here, make sure when you leave here, you've completely used yourself up. Basically, if you have a book you were supposed to write, if you have an album you were supposed to produce, a company you were supposed to launch, don't take that to the grave with you, because those ideas, those gifts, those skills, those abilities that you have, we need them. And God gave them to you and only you. So it can't be a replica of yourself. It can't be a duplicate. You're authentically you. So that's what this album is about, to encourage and prompt the listener. Tap into that greatness.
Yeah.
Use it while you're here. Don't take it to the grave with you.
Absolutely. That's the thing that we kind of talk about a lot on the show when we have people come on is, how many times have you heard of somebody that's like, will see someone's success from afar, maybe with it being arts or maybe anything that they're doing, and go, man, I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, you can. Like
you
can learn anything. It's a matter of, you know what I mean? You weren't born knowing how to do math.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you had to learn how to do those things. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're done? There's a trash can right there. You want to throw it away? You're so awesome.
But yeah, man.
That's even that right there's even a testament to like how hard you work, man. Like my man's got his kids with him in the studio, still grinding and still taking care of being a father at the same
You know
time.
what?
So
one
I
thing
don't.
about that's important to me, man. 'cause
Absolutely.
You see a lot of like people outside of our nationality training their children up. Like they'll take their kids with them to their businesses. Like if you go into like an Asian shop, you know what I mean. You see the whole family in there learning the business model, learning how it works. That way, when the 4 C's of that creation pass on, they can pass it down to the next generation.
Yeah, man. It's a giving back and being a service. That's huge.
Yeah.
So you have the album come out. Do you have an idea of when it's going to drop?
It's gonna drop early, probably first quarter next year.
Okay.
I usually never give a time because things happen.
Oh, and life happens
deadlines
for
get
sure.
pushed,
Yeah, absolutely.
and but it for sure will be the first quarter of next year.
Are you releasing singles at least? So people can stream that and kind of get familiar.
I got the first single off of the album out now. It's called WWJD. So if you go to any of the digital streaming outlets, Amazon, Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, just type in WWJD Ntegrity.
Or and then this right here is how you spell it. And you can it's Ntegrity music. That's
without the I.
Absolutely,
You know,
it's amazing.
So, yeah.
So then let's go through. What do you have outside of that? Now you have the studio, so you absolutely have available time for people to come in and try. I know we're actually working on my album, which I'm super excited about.
Yes.
So let everybody know kind of where they can find you, reach out to you, and what you offer. You know, I mean, give the rundown for
So you can tap into my website, ntegritymusic.com. That's NTEGRITYMUSIC, and all the latest and greatest info will be there. You can check out my artists that's on my label, me, Authentic, and Mueller, and a lot of the newcomers. Our latest shows and content is all on that website. So if you want to reach out to me regarding studio services, I do mentoring. I also help people understand how to structure their business model right when it comes to the entertainment industry, because we all know people who sign bad deals. So that's very important to me, especially young artists who are striving, who are uneducated in the business. That's big for me. So I offer that, man, and I'm out here, man, in the community, just trying to leave a good footprint. So yeah, that's where you.
I know that's actually where I met you. We went to school together at the Extreme Institute through Vatterott by Nelly, and we had two different.
Shh, baby. Turn
What
it
is
down
that? Do you need help? You got it?
Thank
We're
you,
almost done, I promise, okay? Alright, I'll start back with that. So that's actually how I met you. We went to school together, was at the Extreme Institute by Nelly through Vatterott. And we had two separate kind of paths that we were doing. I went for the entertainment media business avenue, and you went, and became the production side of it.
Definitely.
But I can tell you firsthand, if you're an artist and you're looking to find someone that is going to absolutely take care of you, this would be the guy. I mean, of every class we had together, which is about 5, you were studied up, best grades. I made sure and sat by you for all of them. I was like, I gotta do what this guy's doing. You know what I mean? But on top of that, you're just a great artist. I like what you bring to the table. Because fun story for us, and let's kind of relive that is. We both tried out for the tour that they had for that, and we both made it.
Yeah.
So Vatterott, our school did a tour where you could try out for it, and we got to tour all of the Vatterotts in the country. So we actually got to travel to about 15 places, 15 places. They took us, and what was it? There was about 12 of us total.
Yeah, it was a
decent sized people, and we had what? We had a poet on there. Ms. X Blue Rain, what's going on, girl?
We had a couple female artists. We had a bunch of people who were just striving for.
But see, I had never had a chance to even see you perform. I didn't know anything of what you did up until that point. And what I really loved about it was you made sure that you spoke. You made sure that you had your message that you were still trying to push. And I think that is something that sets you apart from everybody else. A lot of shows you go to is strictly music, strictly business, let's get to it. But you try to break things down for people and really, almost like a storyteller, type of vibe every time you play. And I haven't personally got to see you perform, in front of a crowd since. So I'm really excited and looking forward to Sunday because I know it's been a few years and you've grown since then. I can guarantee it. So,
I'm grateful.
yeah, man. So what else is there going on? I mean, what else would you like to kind of put out there? What are you trying
Definitely
to do?
keep your ear to the streets for new music from the label, from Authentic, Emira, and a couple new artists that are prospects. We also have.
Are you talking about me when you say process?
Maybe.
Okay.
We also have some minor documentaries that we're going to be releasing just to give people the inside look at what's happening with the label, what's happening with the company, and to see different facets of the artists' lives. That's very important to us. Like I say, my album is dropping. We got some great things on the horizon, man.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. So, before we get out of here and before we wrap it up and get to some tracking, why don't you give everyone one more time, where can they find you, where can they reach out to you, the easiest way, and then lastly, after that, tell me your biggest goal that you have for 2020.
No doubt. That's a pretty detailed question. You can always reach me the easiest through social media. That's at Ntegrity Music. I'm on all the outlets: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Snapchat at Ntegrity Music, and that's NTEGRITYMUSIC. Biggest goal, and also my website. Biggest goal for 2020. Is to see more people who look like me have more access. That's very important to me because I see a lot of these young and up and coming artists who have the talent, who have the skills, who have the ability, but they don't have much access. So that's why my studio is open. I got an open door policy, man. I try to, if you have a skill, if you have a gift, you want some mentoring, if you want some training, my door is always open. So I just want to create more access for people. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you one more question.
Sure.
And then we'll be done. So here's the last one is, you're a father and you wear many hats throughout your days. You know, like I said, you got your daughter here with you right now.
Yeah.
So it's safe to say that through your success, because this is absolutely funding and paying your bills. You are a fully self-sufficient entrepreneur. You don't have a second job, you know, and you put a whole lot of work in for that.
Yeah.
So my point being is, I know that it was not easy. It still isn't easy.
Yeah.
What drives you? I know it's your kids and your family, but what is it that when you wake up, you're like, not even a question of there's going to be a lack of motivation or a lack of drive.
Yeah.
What is it that keeps you pushing forward, even though you hit setbacks, you do fall down? That's kind of what, you know, that's a big thing that we like to talk about is, you know, it's easy to see the success because people are going to post the positive things that are going on. A lot of people aren't going to post the setbacks, you know, and so it's real easy to sit back and see that and realize or have the impression like, man, like these people are just perfect. And that's not the case. It's just not. So that's kind of what I want to hear from you. I'm real interested to hear that. Like, what is it that keeps you moving without even questioning?
Man, just knowing how much hurt, how much, just looking at the disenfranchised communities, looking at people who are so full of potential, but don't really know how to tap into their greatness. Whenever I get artists in here, like, out of all the times I've worked with children, out of all the times I've worked with kids at community centers, whether it be YMCA or Herbert Hoover Boys and Girls Club, that's one thing I've noticed that's a commonality. The most troubled kids are the most talented, the most skilled, the most...
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
They have something they have a story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when I see that, you know, I immediately hone in. What's up, bro? Why you know what I mean? And what's up, my little sister, let's talk about, your behavior. Let's talk about, and once you really start to tap in and get to know them, they are some of the most talented people. You know, you put them on the mic or you give them a project to create, and it's just like, you have greatness just lying dormant. Let me help you tap into that. Let me help you bring that to the world, because we need it.
Thank you for letting me come in here and be part of the show, for supporting the show. I'm gonna have to get you into the shop where we can actually get you faded up. We can do an extended interview. You know what I mean? But thank you, dude. I love you so much, and I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Oh, man,
and I really love everything you're doing. I fully support that. Check his music out. It's a really great message. He's got a great story. He's doing a lot of good things. Just trying to be the best example of maximum, sir. I mean, we're here to help each other out. It's a whole lot easier to be kind and give back than it is to just be a jerk and be selfish and be miserable. It's exhausting, and it's a whole lot more gratifying to feel like you're spreading joy and uplifting people than you are trying to push people down. So I really, really do love everything you're doing, man, and I hope that you can keep skyrocketing, and I'm really excited for people to see what you and I can do together. We just reconnected, and from a few years, actually. We hadn't seen each other. It's crazy how time flies, right?
Years,
yeah, that's
man.
wild, dude. I know, it's too much. So we've got a whole lot going on, so make sure you keep checking in with the show, keep checking in on him, see what he's got going on. I'm Glenn, this is After the Cut. Thank you so much. It's The Fade.
Wake up, this is not a dream. It's your reality. It's time for